Hey guys, did you know that we have a major update for Diablo Immortal coming? If you didn't, stay tuned and watch the rest of this video because we're going to cover every bit of it. This should be out within 24 hours of this video coming out, I believe. It's either 24 or within like 48, depending on when I get this out. Definitely stay tuned. You're going to want to know all this information because it's going to apply to you and what you're going to see in game and how to react to it. All right, so like I said, guys, we have a major update coming out. This was actually announced as of the 19th, and we're gonna just jump down here so you can see that this is gonna go live as of the 20th at 3 a.m., which is why I'm trying to rush to get this video out to you guys, because I want you guys to be ready and prepared, because if you are playing and farming today as of watching this video right now, some of this stuff may apply to you later, and you may not want to collect certain things because there's gonna be some changes. Now, let's go ahead and let's start with the class change. Now, class change is something that everybody's been talking about. Everyone's been hyped for. We were locked into one class for the entirety of our accounts, right? Or so we thought. We kind of knew there would be a potential for a class change later on. However, it was not 100% confirmed. Well, now it has been. We know it. We also know that it looks like they are going to let us change pretty well, which is awesome. It looks like all the clan and warband and social group affiliates will carry over, which means if you do change your class and say your warband is full of all the other gear from the other classes. So for example, in my current warband, I don't believe we have a necro. So if someone were to roll into necro, they could actually use that gear in there, which would help them. It does also look like you may change your class once every 7 days at no cost. So this means every week you could try out a different one, which is very exciting because let's be honest, do you really want to level up a bunch of alt accounts to try out these new classes? Or would you really like to just play it on your own using your experience and everything? Because all that's going to carry right over. So I would say it's going to be more beneficial for you to actually be able to use this every 7 days if you'd like to try out. And within, what is this, a little over a month, you'll have tried everything and you're going to know exactly what class interests you the most. That's all I'm going to talk about really on the class change, because I feel like a lot of people have done a lot of videos about this and kind of beat the topic to death. We may talk about it later if something does happen or arise with it. Let's move on to the hero's journey. Now, this portion of the video, this is an interesting call on their behalf. They added more quests here, and I'm not sure how I feel about this. So if you look at the hero's journey, you can see that under the conquest tab here, you have some few more things that you can get rewards for. And now you will see that these has aspirant keys, platinum, a legendary crest, and a banner or a border for your character name that you can see in the top left up here in the video here. This is interesting. I'm not sure exactly what this is going to do for us. It looks like the rewards are going to be kind of okay. But is it really going to be the greatest? You can also see that one of the rewards is deliver 10 warband chests to the warband steward. I don't know if this is going to be retroactive or not. If it's not, that's going to be kind of a rip, because I've not dropped very many warband chests, to be honest, since in the last 2 to 3 weeks. So this is very scary in my personal opinion. Also equip 4 set items from the same set. That's super hard. You guys are aware of this. So it does look like they are going to make you work a little bit for these rewards to begin with. Now, they do say that Hero's Journey is a new end-game experience that unlocks for adventurers during the Frozen Tundra portion of the main quest line. Consisting of 4 chapters, 2 more planned for the future. Hero's Journey will send you to the complete metal testing objectives, skill, and difficulty as you rise in Paragon level. So it looks like the lower your Paragon level, the easier this could potentially be. You can prove up to the task of bounty rewards will greet you upon completing each chapter. These range from large sums of gold or platinum to aspirant keys, legendary crest, and even the glorious journal portrait frame, which nobody cares at all about this reward. I don't know why they bother, but whatever. You can get platinum. That's a huge win. It looks like it's 900 platinum according to the screenshot, and you can get 1 legendary crest. I mean, that's definitely a guaranteed gem. That's definitely a plus. Maybe that's your 5 out of 5 you've been looking for. Okay, next thing we have is Adventure's Path limited time event. All right, so it looks like we're going to do another event. This will be the second event. This will be a dedicated video for sure later on, because this starts as of the 20th. So this starts actually as the patch releases, which is kind of cool. So it looks like as you complete Adventure's Path tasks, you'll earn gold, enchanted dust, scrap materials for your heroics. So that's not really useful. That's kind of a rip, but okay. Racking up enough completed tasks will unlock milestone rewards for you upon completing 8 tasks. 10 keys, okay, those are helpful. The Adventure's Laurel portrait frame, once again, nobody cares. 1 legendary crest, okay. So the legendary crest part, those are helpful. Those are definitely beneficial for you, the viewer. The rest of it's kind of trash. So I'm not that excited about this, but no different than the other event we just had, that Hungering Moon one. It wasn't really like it was super like, oh, I have to get this done. You kind of just did it passively because it wasn't it didn't really grab your attention, we'll say. It was kind of boring, to be honest. I think Top Ranking Noob, a good friend of mine, made a video actually on his YouTube channel where he basically said like, hey, that event, kind of boring. What are you doing, Blizzard? Let's get it together. Looks like they're doing the same thing. That's unfortunate. All right, new Helliquary Boss, Gorgoroth the Claimer. Okay, cool. So Helliquary raids have been great. Vita 3 has been just now getting conquered, which I think is good. So it means that they're getting a good pace to the releasing of the Helliquary bosses. That's neat. I like that they're clearly paying attention to this, and they know that this is scheduled on like how we're gonna play. So it's cool that they're gonna release one. Let's see, it looks like it's going to be Rayak has located another one, but he's going to need help from a few hardened adventurers. Yeah. We don't really care about the back lore. Nothing good. Who cares? Do you possess the demon slaying power needed to overcome Gorgoroth's wrath? Now, that'll be a good question. I don't know what combat rating is going to be required, because if we go into Vita 3, which I have not completed yet, it's kind of a requirement here. Like 3,465 is the requirement currently. If I throw this down, that's going to be interesting. So if that one's there, is the next one going to be as much, or is it going to be more? That's the real question. So if it's the same or more, that's going to be a lot harder, right? So this could be something to help the more in-game players stay engaged. I am curious to see what they do here. I'm curious to see how strong this is going to be. Also, it looks like this is not going to emerge until August 2nd. Okay, so if this emerges August 2nd, that is approximately, we'll say 12 days after watching this video. That means that if we drop this down here and we look at the Server Paragon will be in 12 days. It'd be 24 more levels. It's going to put you at about 100 and what is that? 122 on Server Paragon when it releases. You're probably going to be around 125, 130, depending on how active you are. So it's going to be close to getting into that Hell 4 range, I think. So maybe that's where they're timing this, is they're trying to get this ready and prepared for when you go into Hell 4, because you'll notice that when you go into Hell 4, it starts at 150. So you're going to be right below it when you're talking about getting into this particular boss. So that could be their thought process here, is go ahead and get you prepared and ready for some of that content. Maybe we won't be able to do it. That'll be interesting. I'm curious to see how they balance this completely. All right, next we have is the Hungering Moon limited time event. Okay, well, we already know this was pretty much trash. Like, it wasn't great. There was nothing extraordinary about this event. However, it was basically free stuff. A lot of people did not get to complete it, did not get the rewards. I definitely did not get the rewards. I think I did get the legendary item drop, but that was it. And it wasn't even an item that I could use. So that was kind of a big rip. And you can see here, this is going to start as of the 29th through the 31st, which is kind of cool. That'd be my birthday. So my birthday is July 31st, so at least we'll have an event to go through and finish off during my live stream. I'll do a 12-hour stream on my birthday, so all right, I guess we'll finish that up then. I don't know. It's kind of lackluster, I'm not going to lie. And once again, I could care less about their lore. I'm not playing Diablo for the lore, you know what I mean? I'm playing it for the grinding, I'm playing it for the interaction with the community and everyone else. Don't really care. All right, Amber Blades cosmetic set. Okay, cool. I think cosmetics are always fun in a lot of video games. I think, like for example, Path of Exile, I think has done it really the best as far as marketing their cosmetics within their game, because they, that is their pay to win or whatnot, which doesn't actually boost anything. I think cosmetics are cool because a lot of people nowadays really enjoy that and are willing to spend a little bit of money to kind of bolster the appearance of their character. So the fact that they're releasing another cosmetic set, that's cool. I definitely enjoy that they're going to do this. I think they should definitely do these more often than what they have been, just to help people like divvy it up. Because right now, the cosmetics are pretty much lackluster at this point, to be honest. All right, so next we have is feature updates. This is going to be pretty big deal in my personal opinion. So completing a weekly warband raid will now allow you to purchase an eternal legendary crest for 1,600 platinum. Okay. 1,600 platinum with your warband raid allows you to get one legendary crest. That's really, really good. So it looks like this will be nope, because the purchase of this crest is eternal. This provides you an additional avenue to obtain gems that can be sold on the market. So you can sell these, which is great. So that'd be that. They looks like they knew that the free-to-play players kind of needed this. I did a video about talking about that before, where they kind of needed to curb that a little bit. Looks like they did do that a little. Okay, good. Next we have is the Fading Amber Camp has been increased from 200 to 280. That's great. In my personal opinion, 200 was super low. I'd honestly, instead of this 280, I would love to see this be at like 500. I really do. I feel like it really needs to be like that for the free-to-play players. So that way, even us whales can help carry them out. And it actually incentivizes us as leaders and whales to kind of help out the lower tier as well, because then they can get stronger, so that way we can grow our guilds, right? Because not a full guild is never going to be all nothing but whales, right? You're always going to have to cater and help those others that are in your guild that can't spend as much as you possibly can, right? All right, so you may now trade 22 file runes for an eternal legendary crest. Okay, cool. So now this is a legendary crest. So that means you can also so you can craft it, right? And then you can also sell that, right? Because it's an eternal. No different than up here, that this provides you an additional avenue to obtain gems that can be sold on the market. So eternals can be sold on the market. So now you can trade those. And so that's now free-to-play players can actually play the market. That's good. I made a prediction about this. It looks like it came true. That's awesome. I love to hear it. All right, new monster affixes. Summons defensive shield, preventing life loss. Yeah, okay, these are just out there in the open world. Cool. So this is haunting. We already knew that you kind of changed the wording of this because obviously it's not going to work with summons. That was a misconception. We kind of knew that already. Bloodsoaked Jade. Bloodsoaked Jade is a fixed movement percent, so they changed that to make that clear. Thank you. I mean, definitely being clear and concise on a lot of the details makes a big difference when it comes to Diablo Immortal. All right, 36 new class legendary items. Oh my God. Okay, well, we're not going to cover everything with these legendary items because that's insane. What I will do, though, is I will grab a representative of each class that is within my community, and we'll do a collab, and we'll talk about each individual one. I'll grab a Barbarian, I'll grab a Crusader, I'll grab a Demon Hunter. Oh, wait, I am one. Maybe I can talk about these ones. We got the Monk, we got the Necro, we got the Wizard. Everyone got a little bit of a change, and actually, when you look at the Demon Hunter here, I think I'm kind of excited. I want to try the Murder Most. It's going to increase Vengeance now, increases your critical strike chance by X%. It causes you to lose Y% of your life every second. I think that's going to be super fun because that plays into my dynamic and my play style, where now I can increase my critical strike or crit rate, which is going to help me do a lot more damage, right? So with that being said, armor penetration may come back and be worth it in the meta, and we'll have to do another video and talk about it because it may come back and actually be worthwhile, whereas armor pen isn't going to be that talked about and that precious until later on in the game. So this is interesting. I definitely like this. There's also some other ones that I feel like could really be, I feel like multi-shot here. This one here could be kind of fun. I definitely want to get all these and then try them. I also love how the Impale now also causes enemies to bleed for X and Y damage over Y seconds. The dot damage is amazing. I love dot damage abilities. It definitely has always been a major standpoint for me in like Path of Exile, where dot builds were so important and so like detrimental to where you can just boom, pop off, walk away, and they'll die. So this could be really cool. We're gonna definitely have to play with it. I'm gonna try to get this legendary, and we'll definitely do some testing on it. And that gets me excited, if you can't tell, because then now I get to actually do more and more testing and more engagement and interaction in the game to figure out, okay, what's gonna be the best combos? Because we all know they recommended builds for us, right? But are those recommended builds any good at all? Absolutely not. They're kind of meh. But this is exciting because now this gives us a lot more, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more pieces of gear that I get to look into and realize, which then makes us have a little bit more fun, hopefully. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. I'm going to get this published as quickly as possible. I'm actually streaming right now on Twitch. If you are watching this video as soon as it goes live, chances are I'm probably still live. Come pop over, ask questions if you want to, and we'll happily go over any of your questions, comments, concerns. Also, do not forget to subscribe. Only about 88% of you are actually subscribed to the YouTube channel. Or sorry, not subscribed. Only 12% are actually subscribed, which is kind of low. I could definitely use a little bit of a boost. It'll help me out, and it'll definitely help out the algorithm. I am trying to work more and more with our sponsor, AMG. And, they need to see that I have those results. So I do appreciate any subscribes, any follows. Can't wait to see you guys in the next one. Have a good rest of your day. Peace.